This episode is brought to you by SmartVestor. Connect with an investing pro near you at RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor.
Meredith is in Greenville, South Carolina. Hi, Meredith. How are you?
Hi, Mr. Ramsey. How are you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
Yeah, so my husband and I have 2 young kids under the age of 4. We currently rent a small duplex for about $785 a month, and we have about $4,000 in savings. And the only debt we have is a credit card, but we pay that off every month, like completely off. We're about to receive a $2.6 million lawsuit for a medical malpractice. And we didn't grow up with money. So, honestly, we're kind of scared, and we just want to make sure we're doing the right thing for our family. So my question to you would be, what would be the wisest thing for us to do, and like how should we handle this?
It's a fabulous question. I really, really like your spirit and your attitude. Thank you so much. You are very wise to be scared. Okay, and because you know you're smart enough to know that you don't know how to handle $2.6 million. Now, so a couple of principles are this. Number one, keep doing what you just did. The Bible says in the multitude of counsel, there is safety. And so you start bringing people into your life to advise you, not to do it for you, but to teach you, okay? And there's a couple of 3 people, if you want to write this down, you can, or you can go back and watch it or listen to it later when it comes out and hits the podcast. But the first person you guys need is a financial advisor, someone to help you with your investing. And you can go to RamseySolutions.com, click on SmartVestor Pro, and sit down with a couple of those and interview them. Now, what you're doing is you're interviewing someone that you are comfortable with, you feel good about. They're not intimidating. Instead, they have the heart of a teacher. Anyone in the financial world that does not have the heart of a teacher and instead starts dropping their glasses on the end of their nose and wagging their finger and saying, you need to do this because I said do it, you should run from them.
Yes, sir.
So your job is to manage this money, not that person. That person's job is to teach you to be a little bit better at managing money. So principle number 1 is we're going to put a group of those people in our lives. We're going to have a financial advisor and like a mutual fund broker, okay? We're going to get an insurance person that knows insurance. We're going to get a real estate person because I got a feeling you're going to buy a house. You can get that at Ramsey Trusted at the website if you want people, because we do not put our Ramsey Trusted label on these people unless they have the heart of a teacher, okay? You need a tax advisor. Okay. So insurance, real estate, investing, and tax. Those 4 people become your little board of directors. And again, their job is to not tell you what to do. Their job is to teach you some of the things you could choose to do.
Okay.
Principle number 1, heart of a teacher, not babysitter.
Okay.
Principle number 2, do not put money in something unless you understand it.
Okay.
If it feels good or he seems to know what he's doing, honey, we're going to go with him. Those are the words people say right before they get scammed. So you say, I don't understand this yet, so we're not doing it yet. Okay? Because it's your job before God to manage this money, not theirs. And so we don't do stuff until we understand it. And if it's brand new and you're brand new to it, that's okay. You don't know how to ride a bicycle yet. You just got your first bicycle. So it may take a minute to balance, right? That's okay. That's okay. But you don't go buy a $30,000 Harley and you can't ride a bicycle.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And so we get our skills up and our competence and confidence up, and that will give you great peace about this. Principle number 3, go slower than you think you should. For some reason, we feel like we have to become competent and sophisticated overnight, and it takes a little while. The first time you buy a house, you've never seen that much paperwork. The first time you open a mutual fund, you have never seen that much paperwork. The first time, when you're 8 years old and you open a bank account, it's intimidating. But once you've opened 30 of them, it's not a big deal. So give yourself the grace to go slow and to learn and not put money in something until you're ready. So it's okay to park this money in something super boring that is not sophisticated while you spend some time learning. Does that feel right to your spirit?
Most definitely. I got it written down.
Okay.
How old are you guys?
I am 29 and my husband is 38.
Wow.
Okay. And a good framework, if you want to figure out how to apply this money and start working your way through as you understand it, and as you increase your speed just a little bit on some of these things, and as some of these people with the heart of a teacher advise you, is I would walk right up the baby steps that we walk everybody up. And so that's become debt-free, pay off all your debts, get on a written budget, and you live on your income. You don't touch this money. You don't need this money to live. You just live on the income that's coming into the house. You're living on it now, so keep living on it. And don't increase your lifestyle to where you're having to drain this money to support your lifestyle. Keep living on your income. And if you do that and you use this money to step through the baby steps, the $2.6 million could literally be $20 million in about 20 years.
Yeah. See, we don't have debt. Like, we just use our credit card for gas, and then
you would get rid of the credit card because you don't need it anymore. Use a debit card.
Okay.
And you get on a budget, and the two of you know exactly where every dollar's going. Now, the duplex, do you own it or you're renting it?
No, sir. We're renting it.
Okay, so you're probably going to go buy you a house and pay cash for it.
Yes, sir. We were thinking about, somebody had told us about getting a duplex.
No, I just go buy a house.
Okay.
You don't need to get fancy. Just go buy a house. Go buy you a nice house that's, I don't know, $200,000 or $300,000 in Greenville, South Carolina is a pretty dadgum good house.
Yes, sir.
It's nicer than the duplex you're living in.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And top off your emergency fund.
If you spend $400K out of $2.6 million, and you pay cash for a house, and you don't have any payments anymore on a house, and you have no payments anywhere else, no other debt, and you're living on a budget, then the rest of that money can go to completely change your all's future.
Yes,
if you'll
sir.
live in the present like grown-ups. And avoid, and I know you're going to do this because I could tell by the way you asked the question coming out of the gate, avoid the need or avoid the thing of, I hit the lottery and I'm rich. You're really not rich. This money will be gone in about 20 minutes if you start screwing around with it.
Exactly.
We just took that call. So you can be very wise with this.
Yeah.
I just crunched some numbers for you. You said you're 29 years old. If you just pretended this money did not exist and at 62 you looked up and said, hey, we can retire, it'd be $81 million in there. If you just didn't touch it and forgot it existed and it was invested wisely. So that's what we're talking about here.
Now, you're going to use some of it, though. So it's not going to be quite that much. It's probably only going to be $60 million.
You'll enjoy some and you'll give some. You'll cover your kids' college funds and help them get started in their adult life. But that's the kind of stuff you can do if you handle this wisely, and I think you will.
But it's number one, do not take advice from someone unless they have the heart of a teacher. Number two, don't put money in stuff unless you understand it. Number three, go slower than you think you should. It's okay. Give yourself time to catch up. You're not an expert on this. You don't have you didn't grow up with money. You didn't grow up with people talking about money. This is a new thing, and it's okay to learn something new and take a little time to do that. But that's how that's how money gets away from people, is they violate those three things. Hang on. We're going to send you a copy of the Total Money Makeover as our gift. We don't need anything from you. And we're also going to set you up in the Every Dollar budgeting system, and that'll guide you through the process, and then you guys make your decisions and be smart. And Meredith, we're here if you need some more help. You call us anytime.